Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. So today we're going to learn about how effectively did the USA contain the spread of communism. Previously we have learned about who was to be blamed for the Cold War. So you should know what parties involved in Cold War, what happened in the Cold War, why this Cold War happened. So you should know the reason, okay? So for today, how effectively did the USA contain the spread of communism? Okay. So what means by contain the spread of communism? What means by contain the spread of communism? Means USA tried to block, tried to stop the spread of communism. Okay, so our work will be how effectively did the USA contain the spread of communism? Our work will be Korean War. So in this chapter, we have three focus points. Okay, three focus points. We will be explored through the case studies of the following. Okay, Korean War, right? In what that happened in 1950 to 1953, the Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962, and the US involvement in the Vietnam War. That the most important things that or events that happened in this chapter, Vietnam War. Okay, so if you have textbook with you, please open page 96 to 99. Okay, you can see from this picture the countries, the arrow from those countries: Japan, China, Pakistan, Israel, Europe, Western Europe, USA, all towards the USSR. The bear represent the USSR, and this uncle here, okay, represent USA. So how this uncle want to block the spread of communism, how this uncle want to what they call stop, okay, those countries to have this communism ideology. Okay, let's see. So Korean War, America and the events in Korea 1950 to 1953. So at the end of the Second World War, after Second World War, okay, at the end of the Second World War, Korea became hotspot for the emerging Cold War. What means by hotspot? Hotspot means hotspot. It's popular, right? Popular, become popular. Both communism and capitalism want it. Alright, so by 1948, the north of Korea had been occupied by the Soviet Union and was controlled by the communists under Kim Il-sung. Okay, so it was controlled by communists under Kim Il-sung, the North Korea. Meanwhile, the South Korea was supported by the USA because it was led by the anti-communist leader, President Syngman Rhee. Okay, so USA supports South Korea, and North Korea was supported by USSR and China. Okay, so the dividing line between North and South was called 38 parallel. Okay, guys, you need to remember this thing. This is the very famous question in IGCSE. What is 38 parallel mean? Okay, so that 38 parallel means the dividing line between North and South Korea. Okay, North Korea was controlled by communists. Meanwhile, South Korea was controlled by, it's not controlled, it's just supported by USA. Okay, and it was anti-communist. All right. So in 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea. The North had supported. The North had the support of the Soviet Union under Stalin and China under Mao. During that time, two big communist country, and still until now, was Soviet Union, was USSR, means Russia, and China. Okay, they sent military and financial aid to North Korea, whose armies were much stronger than those of South Korea. So Kim Il-sung was convinced that as the Soviets had the atomic bomb, since 1948, the USA would not involve itself over Korea. So why they wanted to invade this South Korea? Because first, they had stronger armies. Yeah, they had better armies than South Korea. Second, they were confident. They were confident that USA would not involve in South Korea. Why? Because Soviet as well had the atomic bomb. Okay, so that's why they wanted to invade South Korea in 1950. So the key point here, what is the key point for this Korean War? The Korean War saw the Cold War spread beyond the confines of Europe. The USA was prepared to commit itself to a policy of containment and use force to try to stop the spread of communism. This would be the first of many proxy wars in which the USA and communist countries were prepared to involve themselves. So what means by the proxy wars? What means by the proxy wars? The proxy wars mean the war instigated by a major power which does not involve itself. Okay, it means that they did not involve in this war. Okay, USA not involved in this war. It is about Korean War. Okay, it's between South Korea and North Korea. So USA not really involved in this war, but USA wanted to involve himself to that war. That means by proxy wars. Okay, so let's see next. The USA responded and pressure. I'm sorry, where is my pleasure point? Okay, the USA responded and pressured the United Nations to act. The policy of containment was put to the test. Truman first sent advisors, supplies, and warships to South Korea, but he needed international support if there was going to war. So, because of this, USA contributed more to the United Nations. Okay, the budget, right? They contributed more than any other country. Truman used this to pressure the UN Security Council to act against the aggression of North Korea. So as the USSR was boycotting the UN, it could not use a veto against any action. Resolution 84 was therefore passed and the UN used armed force to stop the invasion. 18 member states provided troops or military support, including Britain, France, Australia, and South Africa. The USA under General MacArthur, under General MacArthur made up the largest part of the UN force. So MacArthur led the Allied force in the South Pacific during World War II, and after the war was in charge of the occupation of Japan when North Korea invaded South Korea in June 1950. Starting the Korean War, he was designated commander of the of the United Nations forces defending South Korea. This is the General MacArthur. You can learn about him more in your textbook, page 98. You can look at the profile of General Douglas MacArthur. Born in 1880, his father was successful army leader, trained at West Point. Okay, so you can learn more about him in your textbook, page 98. So I want to explain a little bit about this contribution of USA and how UN involved in this war as well. So first Truman sent advisors, supplies, and warships to South Korea, but he needed international support. You know, he need gang. Okay, excuse me, gang, come and help me. Okay, so that's why he used United Nations. Okay, and because he was very he contributed more to the United Nations compared to any other countries. Contributed more means he gave more money. Okay, among the countries that involve in United Nations, that under United Nations, the USA give most of his, United Nations get the benefit most from the USA. Okay, so Truman used this pressure to the UN Security Council and act against aggression. That's why UN involved in this Korea. And back that time, USSR was boycotting the UN because of the China crisis. Means that UN did not want China to be member of United Nations. So that's why USSR was boycotting the UN. Okay, because USSR wanted China to be member of United Nations, but United Nations declined that offer, declined that things. Okay, United Nations did not want China to become their member. So that's why USSR was boycotting, and it could not use a veto. You know what means by veto power? Means that it's really powerful. Okay, powerful vote. Okay, means that, for example, we have 3 countries again, 1 countries, but this 1 countries had veto. Okay, veto power. So if these 3 countries, for example, I'll just give example. Okay, for these 3 countries say no, but 1 country that has veto power say yes, means that the result will be yes. Okay, these 3 countries, even though 3 against 1, but this one has veto power, so this one veto power will be the winner. Okay, so it needs to be a very, very, very powerful one. Okay, so back then in the UN, all right, in United Nations, among their members in the United Nations, USSR and USA had the veto power. Okay, so because of USSR was boycotting the UN, it cannot use the veto power against the action. So resolution 84 pass, means that resolution 84 is for invasion. So 18 member states provide troops, and this including Britain, France, and South Africa. And this was led by General MacArthur. Okay, so that's all for now. All right, thank you for listening. So I do hope you know what is 38 parallel, and you know why United Nations involved in this Korean War. Okay, thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a nice day.